Bloxfruits has been out for quite some time now, but you already know that before update 20 even dropped, the swords weren't reworked, if you know what I mean. So basically, we were playing with the old Bloxfruits, and with the old swords, the old meta, whatever you want to call it. And back then, it used to be the cursed dual katana, as a lot of people really just favorited the sword. I really loved everything about the sword. But this changed, as in this update, all of these swords got reworked. Well, almost all of these swords, but we got some main ones that are extremely overpowered. And in this video, I'm going to be going over two exact swords after update 20 that got reworked. Well, one of them didn't get really reworked, but that's besides the point. We got TRUE Triple Katana and we got TRUE Triple Katana. Both of them nominating to be the best sword in the game. And in this video, I'm going to be telling you guys which sword is probably the best and which I think is the best sword in bloxfruits at the moment. So, let's get this going. So first of all, I'm going to be talking about the Cursed Double Katana sword, which used to be the meta sword. Before the update really dropped, this used to be the meta sword. And as you can see right now, I'm playing the meta build too, as this was literally favorited by everyone, bro. I'm being serious. Everybody used to play this. It just used to be insane. Not gonna lie, both of these moves do like a lot of damage. I really have to admit, like the Cursed Double Katana thing, almost 5k damage. And then we got the Slayer of Goliath, which almost does an additional like, what? Like, I don't even know. Just look at this. We got 10k damage on both, and with a mastery of 425. So this is just insane. And I feel like the movement on this sword is pretty much good too, as you can like literally move around and spray this. They pretty much charge pretty fast too. If you have ghoul, I don't know how it is with other races, but I can tell you, and I can reassure you, it's also probably going to be fast. Just look at this, alright? It's just like, it's actually just insanely broken in my opinion. And this has a lot of combo potential. I don't want no one to tell me that Cursed Double Katana does not have any combo potential, because this is one of the swords where I can just say this has a lot of combo potential. It's replayable with every single fighting style basically. The only bad part about this is that everybody knows how to Kentrick this sword. So basically we've evolved from not knowing how to play against Cursed Double Katana to absolutely knowing how to play against Cursed Double Katana and how to counter it. That's the only big down part about Cursed Double Katana. And I feel like the quests for Cursed Double Katana are also like pretty long. I feel like both of the quests are just as equally long, but that's really just besides the point. But one thing I really do think though is that the Cursed Double Katana quest is in fact harder than getting the True Triple Katana, and I will explain that right now. Getting the Cursed Double Katana is basically a pain in the butt, because you gotta do every single sword in that process. You gotta level it, you gotta do the quests like killing every single NPC and all that kind of stuff, and before that you gotta do the quests for Tushita and Yama. It's just all such a headache in my opinion. I feel like overall this sword is pretty much overpowered. I mean, the grind might be worth it. It's really just how you want to see it, I guess. Anyways, this is what I really think about the Cursed Double Katana, so let's get to True Triple Katana. The True Triple Katana has a lot of good features. We got the movement feature. I mean, that's pretty much good too, right? We got the Dragon Hurricane, which is absolutely broken. This might be one of the most broken things in the whole game at the moment, as this move is basically not Kentrickable. You cannot Kentrick this. It is basically impossible to Kentrick it, because in the end you will always be like thrown into the air, and it's just pretty much hard to Kentrick it. It is pretty much annoying. There is a one-shot combo that you could do with Sanguine Art. I just don't want to get into it. The poor little Sanguine Art and True Triple Katana combo is just insane, man. There's enough YouTubers who made videos about it, so if you want to watch that, just gotta look for it. Honestly, it's not really that hard to fight. But one thing that I really gotta give the True Triple Katana is that the Dragon Hurricane has a glitch where the reach is not as shown as how it actually is. So let's say for an example, you see it's over here, right? If you are over here and the Dragon Hurricane hit over there, you're gonna be sucked into the attack, okay? So that's also extremely overpowered. I think that's a glitch, but they haven't really fixed it yet, and I don't really expect them to fix it anytime soon. I mean, I don't think anybody's actually complaining about it, so they're not gonna change anything about it. But now let's get into the damage of the sword. Let's see how much damage the sword actually does. What the hell? Okay, that's crazy. Okay, this might be because I have some enchantments on my sword, but let me see how the Z attack is. Okay, so I feel like overall both are like the same with the damage. It's just that my True Triple Katana is like enchanted. I feel like that plays a big role in this matter. But apart from this, I feel like this is just broken. I mean, just look at this. You know what I'm saying? This is just insane in my opinion. The movement is actually not that great with True Triple Katana, but you can make it better if you use movement type of fruits. Like we got Portal, we got Rumble. You gotta use these fruits if you want to like play with True Triple Katana. You can play also fruits as well, but I wouldn't really recommend it as this sword is, I think it's just mainly made for Rumble and Portal. I mean, you could use it with other fruits, but I don't really recommend it. I feel like overall both of the swords have like the exact same power. I mean, it's just broken. Both of these swords are just like extremely broken. I really think that the True Triple Katana quest is easier to finish than the Cursed Triple Katana, as you just gotta spend money and level the swords and just wait for it, honestly. But apart from it, I feel like both of them are pretty much valuable swords. They're the best in the game, obviously. In my opinion, I feel like True Triple Katana definitely is better, in my opinion, than the Cursed Triple Katana. Because, first of all, there's so many aspects that cannot be kentricked. We got the Cursed Triple Katana, which we basically all know and love, but it's basically kentrickable. We know every single thing. I feel like the Cursed Triple Katana, if it got a little buff, like the kentrick, if the kentrick thing wasn't a thing, the Cursed Triple Katana would definitely top TTK. But this being said, obviously the Cursed Triple Katana is a good sword, but I feel like the TTK is just better, in my opinion. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments down below. I would really be interested to read some comments of yours. This is the video. Thank you all so much for watching, and until the dragon rework, goodbye.